It's our No Stress November month in SN, guys. No Stress November month. No, not to be confused with No Shave November month, but this month, guys, we're gonna give you all the things you need to know to get ready for the big day, which is, of course, Thanksgiving and your other holidays. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about essentials that you need for holiday cooking and baking. On the next, welcome back to the Home Cook Foodcast, guys. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to choose the proper song here. Let's see. Up. Right here. Is it where we want it? I'm new at this, all right? Give me a second. Yes, everybody, welcome to the show. We're so glad to have you here. Let me adjust the volume to this music here. I am Lennon's Kitchen, along with, of course, my amazing cohort, Mr. Dirt Mason.
Boy!
Yes, welcome to the show, everybody. Just a couple of things that I want to get off first is that, I'm not sure if Big Boy is going to be able to make it because he is sick. And, of course, I do want a disclaimer, too, that I am, too, a little bit under the weather. I am fine, but I woke up with a sore throat and a tiny headache, so it's probably allergies that are killing me, like always. But no, not COVID, so thank God I'm not dead. Brian is still on hiatus, and he's still on hiatus, and of course you guys are aware about the situation with his mom. Luckily, they found the issue, and, hopefully they can get that resolved ASAP. So prayers to him and his mom. Jane is working. I think Nihar is doing things, and Ali is doing school things. And, Christian, that boy, he's sleeping on my show. Yeah. So yes, guys, welcome to the show. I'm Lennon's Kitchen, and I am Mr. Dirt. He's Mr. Dirt Mason.
Excuse me, boy.
and Venti.
You better get that right.
But yes, introduce yourself, please, boy.
What's up, guys? It's Mr. Dirt Mason and Venti.
Yes.
Oh, Venti needs to get in the camera.
Boy, hurry up. This ain't Hollywood. Ooh. Yes.
Yeah, Venti says hi.
Venti says hello. Yes. Much love to you, Venti.
Venti's gonna cook meth on your show.
No. He is not gonna cook any drugs on my show. My channel taken down, boy. Hey, boy, what's wrong with you? Don't make me do it. Don't make me turn this into Lennon's Kitchen drama stream where I put.
Oh no! Finally, Venti can get views. We were screaming at people.
I know, right? Yeah, screaming, crying, and what have you. Christian just messaged. So excuse me while I take a look at that. But yeah, so today we are talking about essentials for holiday cooking and baking. And so we're going to kind of talk about it first.
Okay.
Yes, because it's that time of year again. It came by so fast.
I know, right?
Yeah, and I do want to also say that that for those, I do also want to just kind of say a little somber note here is that unfortunately for many people, this time is going to be different and difficult because I know thoughts and sympathy and condolences and stuff, of course, to those who unfortunately lost their relatives, our very own Mr. Dirt Mason included.
Yeah.
So I know it's the second year.
Sorry guys, I'm a little late. I was in a group call and I got distracted and forgot to look in the group. But I apologize.
Yeah. So welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah, I know. Hey, we got Mason back. It's been a while.
Yeah. And Venti.
It's been a while, girl.
Yeah, we got Venti on. It's been a while. We got this boy Lennon over here. This boy, because like I'm the only man on the show. Just kidding.
But yes, so we have the group here. So I want to kind of talk about holiday cooking. Let's
cooking.
Yeah, so I'm going to kind of go over. We're going to kind of predict some things here for a little bit. So I want to kind of touch base here on a couple of things. So, you guys, let's talk about what are the most popular days for holiday cooking and baking.
Well, Thanksgiving is one of them.
Christmas is one of them.
Thanksgiving is one of them. Christmas is one of them.
Yeah. Easter is very popular, thing to make big meals and all that.
Yes, You guys actually nailed it on the coffin. So let me kind of go over the list of things. So y'all are correct. Here's a list that I'm going to tell you. The most popular holiday cooking days are New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Okay, we're going to go by the first of the year. Then we have the one and the only Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl's definitely good. I remember last year I've been out on some good ass food for the Super Bowl. Had some chicken wings, some pretzels, some mozzarella sticks. Definitely. I don't know if you guys ever been to a Jewish person's house, but Hanukkah, something that they don't really talk about is the food that they really do be binging out on. Like, I went over to celebrate Hanukkah with a family member one time because most of you didn't know I'm actually half Jewish.
Now, I hate to cut you off, but Mason knows that very well,
yeah.
right, because he's Jewish too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't celebrate Hanukkah. I'm more of celebrating Christmas, but I am Jewish, and I went and celebrated Hanukkah one time with a family member, and oh my God, the amount of food that was on that table. I didn't expect the amount of food that was on that table to be on that table. I mean, they had like ham and all types of stuff on that table.
Yeah, so you're correct, Christian. But yes, now Valentine's Day is a hit or miss because that is only a day for the individual or couple person, for the couple to do extravagant things. Either they cook.
Hold on. Not to interrupt you, I'll tell you what they do on Valentine's Day. 1 second. Hold on. If you look here in my hand, I have myself a box of condoms. I don't think that is anything else. That's what they be doing on Valentine's Day.
They do.
Enough said.
Do you say my name?
No, I said Kristen.
Oh, I thought you said my name. I was about to say, boy.
Enough said on that one. Anyway,
Venti was going to expose you for that one.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Lennon, go on. Sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, all right. So we have the Super Bowl, then we have Easter. Now, Good Friday is another one.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Black Friday.
Good-
Yeah,
no,
because
Good
not
Friday.
only what did you say?
Good Friday is another one,
Oh yeah.
but it's not necessarily like all, because that's a day of fasting for many Catholics, including yours truly. But of course, I don't do that whole fasting thing. But Easter is a huge holiday because everybody eats meat again.
Right. I mean, I remember one Easter we had a whole thing of freaking fried chicken. That was freaking good, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now, I know it's not a celebratory holiday, but May 5th is sorta there. Not really.
Really?
Yeah, May 5th is sort of there, but not really. June is an ordinary month. And then we have Independence Day.
Oh yeah, Independence Day. They make a lot. I feel like we forgot the 4th of July too. That's where all the barbecues and stuff happen. So that's definitely another holiday that gives out a lot of food.
That is Independence Day, sir.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Yep, my bad, yeah. But that's where all the barbecues is and all the other stuff, the hot dogs, the hamburgers, some ribs. That's
and all the Masons and all the Masons are.
Yeah, all the Masons. Can't forget about the Masons.
Oh, okay.
People beat you up. That's what I mean.
What the hell?
Of course. I mean, I feel like
Go.
We're talking about food real quick. Let's just get into a conversation about Christmas here for a moment. Let's talk about what would be great Christmas gifts for all of us. I feel like for Lennon, should give. I feel like a perfect gift to give to Lennon would be a wig, because this boy's hairline is all jacked up.
Excuse me?
Yeah, boy. Fix that hairline. Fix that DD ass haircut.
Yeah.
Well, think great clips for doing that.
So
yeah, great clips.
We would have to give Lennon a wig. Mason, I'm not. What would be a good gift for Mason? Maybe like just $100, so you can go buy whatever video game he wants.
Nah, not $100. Give
Boy,
him $1. Give him $1. You'll be okay.
$1? What the hell am I gonna do? $1?
Give the man $100, and then as for Venti, we just give Venti a thing of wine. We just give Venti a thing of wine.
Why can't it be reversed?
As for Charlie, even though Charlie's not here, we would just give him a bunch of superhero movies or a new wrestling belt. Who knows?
And condoms.
Yes, of course.
But yes, so Labor Day is another one.
Oh yeah, no. I've been to a few Labor Day parties. They do be binging out on some food over there, for sure.
Then you have, of course, Mexico's Independence Day for many of our Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah.
Then Halloween. Now, Halloween is centered towards more of the baking. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Halloween parties.
Yeah. And some people do get creative with cooking during Halloween. Thanksgiving is, of course, the biggest one, because that's pretty much once a year. Now, I will say this: if people cannot eat the Thanksgiving dinner on the day of Thanksgiving, some people will move it to Christmas. So Thanksgiving and Christmas are similar dinners there, and yes, they are Americanized.
Yeah, I mean, mine aren't exactly similar. Like for Thanksgiving, we'll eat the turkey and the green bean casserole, and then for Christmas, it's like it's the ham.
The ham, yeah.
It's the ham and the other stuff that I can't remember off the top of my head because I'm kind of brain dead today. You know.
But yeah, so many things that I do want to say too is that I did not mention many other holidays, but for those who have different religions and faiths and stuff, your holiday traditions are huge in food as well, like Christian mentioned.
Yes, of course.
All right, so those are the popular holiday cooking days. Now, holiday baking is only geared towards a few. Easter is a colorful baking day. Then you
And then
have Independence
Chris-
Day.
Christmas is also kind of a colorful thing because that's when they bake all those cookies and all the other. It's more of like a sweet holiday, I would call Christmas, because that's all the cookies and stuff like that, and building the gingerbread houses and all that other stuff.
Yes, Independence Day is one. Labor Day, many people don't. I mean, they do kind of do, but they don't go all out when it comes to baking. Halloween is, of course, a popular baking day, and then you have Thanksgiving, all the pies and your favorite desserts and drinks and stuff, and Christmas.
Oh yeah, Christmas is very important. Christmas dinner is one of the things I do with my family.
Yeah, Halloween too. So let's talk about before we get into the nitty gritty here. Let's talk about what do you guys know about the differences in holiday baking and cooking? Why do you think they're both alphabetized?
Well, okay, let's take let's take Christmas for example. You have cooking, which is your normal food of ham and mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, stuff like that. Baking is more of the sweet stuff, like cookies and stuff like that. So more of kind of a snack. I think that's why it's kind of appetized because you have your normal food, then you got your sweets.
Yeah, and you're correct there. But here's the thing: the reason why baking and cooking are both switched because baking is a much longer process. Okay, it's a much longer process. Let me tell you why. With baking, you have to be 100% accurate and you have to be 100% precise about everything you put in there. Your ingredients either measured perfectly or weighed perfectly. There's also the fact that you have to be very careful when you have to make sure that you're following the steps to, like, for example, pumpkin pies, breads. There's more steps to baking than there is to cooking. Now, for so all your cakes, so all your cinnamon rolls, your biscuits and stuff, those require flour, butter, milk, some sort of milk, baking powder, baking soda, um, much more all-purpose ingredients. Cooking is kind of similar, but it's not as strenuous because you can pretty much prepare many things in advance, and we'll talk about that next week. Because with cooking, you can prepare dishes 1 day, several days in advance and freeze them, or you can also pre-cook everything and just heat it in the oven, or you can also do the best thing you can ever do, but it's gonna come out of your pocket. Pre-order everything already made.
Oh yeah, from
Yeah.
DoorDash.
From Cracker Barrel and Boston Market, and of course, I'm sure Denny's and IHOP, they have dinners too.
Yeah.
You don't want to go through all that trouble. Okay. Now, the cool thing about holiday cooking and baking is that you can prepare things and freeze them in advance. Okay. Um, Also, the cool thing about holiday baking is for cinnamon rolls, you can put them in the refrigerator and let them rise and then bake them the day of. Your cookies, you can make your cookie dough, turn it into, roll them into balls, put them in bags, and then when you're ready to bake your holiday cookies, you can you can pull them out and put them in the baking sheet. And so but it's more of a process because you have to make sure everything comes out good. One wrong step, like you have to be sure people, you have to look out for food allergies. You have to make sure that, oh, well, this person's allergic to cinnamon, or I can't add cinnamon because of dietary, it's more, both of these involve like a lot of things, but yeah.
I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
But yeah, so that's basically the general rule of thumb when it comes to holiday cooking and baking. So measurement is key for both. Now the cooking process, I will say, does take time with different methods. If you're going to smoke your turkey, people usually do it for several hours. That's the only thing. Some people don't even eat turkey. Some people eat ribs. Some people eat, what do you call that thing? Oh my God. What's that thing called? It's a book. I forgot what it's called.
Also, can I just take the time? I need to get something out of the way real quick. Recently, we've lost a few celebrities, and today we lost another one. So I just want to take the time to kind of give a little bit of a tribute to the three celebrities that we lost recently. I want to say R.I.P. to P and I think it's P and is his name P and K Rock.
I believe
the rapper, and I also want to say rest in peace to Takeoff, and I want to say rest in peace to Aaron. Oh shit, what's his last name? It starts with a C.
Wait a minute, not Carter, right?
Yeah, Aaron Carter.
What? Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, he's the brother of the leader of the Backstreet Boys. Yeah, he passed away today.
How?
I don't know, but I just wanted to take the time to say that.
Oh my gosh, I remember him from Disney Channel.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was related to the main singer of the Backstreet Boys. That's kind of cool.
And Nickelodeon and stuff. His commercials would always come out on Nickelodeon and all that good stuff. Shows too. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, so what are you guys' thoughts about what I just said?
I found it interesting. I like it. I like all the topics we bring up on the show.
We got a person in the chat. Oh, Slick Link is, huh?
Oh, now he's here. Now it's time. Perfect. Now I can do this.
Oh, really? Here he goes. 5, 4.
You gotta put the StreamYard link in here in the chat, motherfucker. First.
All you gotta do is copy the link from the chat and just
The boy. I'll do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Boy.
You better do my work.
Boy, don't make me get venti. I will get fucking venti.
But
boy,
yes.
I will.
Whoa, Mason, you changed your profile picture. I got up for a second to go get some cookies and a drink.
Yeah, I changed it for a reason. My friend Caleb hates this character. From Fortnite. He hates this character.
Man, I would enjoy getting a look at your beautiful blue truck.
Oh, yeah, speaking of that, I recorded my video.
Oh, yay. Uh-oh. Nice. Here he is. Guys, Mr. Slick.
I'm ready to fight.
Is in that? No,
fighting on my drama channel now. This is a drama channel.
Well, actually, Jason has an obsession with Meowskulls. That's why he has always
Shut up. Meowskulls is hot as fuck. You're just mad because you're a furry denier.
Bullshit.
It's not bullshit. It's Carfax. Ask Venti.
It was never Carfax. You know,
Venti says he's a witness.
Here's the true Carfax here. The handler was always cringing and trash.
Bullshit. That's all in your imagination. In your imagination, just like how you deny you have sex with pencil sharpeners.
Twins are better, Mason.
Mason!
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Twins have been better than the handler.
What?
Exactly.
Mr. Dirt Mason and Slick Link, everybody. Welcome to the show, Caleb.
Yeah, I
Wait,
just got back
pause,
home
wait.
from shopping
What
for
did
my
Mason
apartment.
just say?
It's a joke between me and Caleb. I keep telling him he likes to have sex with pencil sharpeners, and he gets mad.
Well, I don't get mad. Yeah, I just tell him that's his fascination.
Mason!
Nah, bullshit. I've seen evidence. I have evidence.
Explain the evidence then if you have
Okay, hold on. Let me go get Charlie. Because apparently he has the evidence because Venti was trying to destroy it.
But yes, okay, so in all seriousness, we were talking about holiday cooking and baking.
I see.
Nice.
I went to I don't know if you guys were still talking about from the last stream about the prices, but I saw this DVD set that guy. I even sent Mason the and on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
There's this anime called Hellsing Ultimate, and it was fucking a ripoff at Walmart because it was like $42 and something cents. It was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah. But yes, but yeah, so you guys get the ideas about holiday cooking and baking. Now we're gonna look at many things that involve holiday cooking and baking.
We're gonna shove the meow skulls into the oven.
Bullshit.
Jesus Christ. Hey, I mean, if we all want to know interesting facts, our main host over here, Lennon, he likes to play in the toilet. He likes to stick his hands in the toilet and play in the toilet.
That's fine.
Damn, Lennon, what's wrong with you? That's Meow Skull's thing.
Right. All right, we're gonna look at 50 essential kitchen.
Hey, at least it's better than Mason taking a shit in the front yard.
Will help.
What the fuck? What?
Well, this turned into chaos pretty quickly.
Yes, it has come.
Yes, this is what you signed up for.
15 essential holiday must-haves here. We have, of course, our list of things. Now, I'm going to put this here, and here we go. So, let me open up my phone so I can read along. I can get it to open. There we go. Now we're going to open the 15 must-have things when it comes to holiday cooking and baking. All right. So everything you need for holiday baking in one handy checklist.
No.
This would be good.
Oh, oops! I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. I need
What?
Damn it, Lennon, be professional.
All right, this is the wrong one. Okay.
What?
All right. Who wants to read?
I think we should let the new guy read first.
Hey, Caleb, read.
Oh shit!
You know how to read, don't you?
For underneath the big letters.
You know how to read, don't you, Caleb?
Of course I do. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. That's not what the handler said.
Yeah, that's because I burned her into a crisp in the fire.
She's invincible. She drank the invincible potion, so shut up.
No, that's bullshit. Let's see. With your busy cooking schedule and sanity. Oh yeah, just like the fucking handler.
No. Where it says for your best holiday.
Where's the Carfax on that?
Nah, it's bullshit, Mason. In mind, we pulled out our kitchen utensils to come in handy year round, but we are especially useful during heavy cooking when it comes within the holidays.
Yes. So we're gonna talk about the holiday baking checklist. All right, number 1, salt.
Ooh, I see cookies. I see a candy cane. 2 candy canes.
Mr. Durham. Mr. Durham.
I'm gonna strap the hailer with it too.
Anyway, let me get to reading this before any more chaos. Lennon, please scroll back up. You're scrolling down. Scroll back. Thank you. No, now you're scrolling up too fast. Scroll a little down. There you go. That's perfect. In the series, the season 2, stuff your face with Christmas cookies, since buddy and cook like there's no tomorrow. It's the busy cooking time of the year. In order to pull off a shopping holiday meal, keep your wits about you, and having the right tools and original chef is a key. Even a ship. Scroll down, please.
Wait a minute, hold on. I want to see if I'm.
All right, there, you're good. Knife or plate or sharpening can plates minutes off of your holiday. Baking mince beans, leaving your more times quality eggs in your bedrooms while you hide out from your rest. With your busy cooking schedule in mind, we'll pull our kitchen. Oh, sorry guys. I'll scroll down a little bit more. Okay. Surely that it comes to the holiday year-round, but especially using during the heavy cooking that comes with the holidays. Be it cook, breaking, filling the house, or it's pulling off a normal session dinner. There's something that will keep your kitchen opening smoothly. Oh, okay. Somebody else can read now.
Which one are we at?
Since we got a new guy in here, I should probably explain why I butchered reading that. I was in a coma in 2019, so I'm a little brain damaged, so I'm not always the best at reading stuff.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, you know what? Hold on. I think we are article. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure out where I'm. Which one are we at, guys?
Number 1, where it says
Salt.
number
Oh,
1.
here we go. I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong thing. Okay, yeah, this is the right one that we need to be on. Okay, all right.
We have to make this Mason's kitchen since you can't run it correctly. No, kid.
All right, it says
No,
what's
I'm
your
gonna call it Venti's kitchen, and then it's gonna be a complete chaos.
Kitchen.
Venti's kitchen, where he teaches you how to make moonshine.
It's Pickle
All
Rick's
right.
kitchen.
Uh-oh, it's broken.
His is broken. Mine is, well, it's broken too.
All right, number 1.
Yeah, you can compare it, Mason.
Okay, but I still have Pickle Rick.
It's a rimmed baking
Both
sheet.
have Pickle Rick's.
All right.
Oh, rim baking sheets are very helpful to have for sure.
Yes.
Yes, a rimmed baking sheet. Number 2.
Scroll down. There you go.
And also, another rim baking sheets are not just good with cooking. If somebody tries to break into your house, it's the perfect weapon to smack them upside the head with.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Meowsco is used against Caleb.
No, I used the bat.
Oh shit!
I used the baseball bat
That's not
on
the
the
only.
fucking meow skulls who she tries
That's
to
not
break
the. That's
in.
not the only. That's not the only thing he uses.
Vinci caught you making that joke, Lynn, and Vinci gonna get you.
He uses the bottom bat.
Oh, it's a certain bat that has like 2 little type of balls on it with veins in it. It's
Pre-cut parchment paper. Pre-cut parchment sheets. Number 2.
Wait, scroll down. I still can't see.
Don't worry, Mason's just blind.
wait.
I'm blind. How the hell did I get here?
Are we supposed to be reading this stuff? We're supposed to be reading this stuff. Who's
Yes,
turn
we're
is it
supposed to be reading this stuff. But
I think it's
apparently,
Mason's.
Caleb's too obsessed with the handler's existence.
Bullshit.
I think it's wait,
Mason.
scroll back up. I think it's Mason's turn to read.
Yeah, I
All
think it
right,
is.
number 3. I already read numbers 1 and 2. Now y'all read number 3.
Yes. Okay. Number 2. Pre-cut parchment sheets.
Yeah.
These
all right.
pre-cut sheets fit. They fit snugly in a rimmed half pan sheet. Are absolute lifesaver when they're in the middle of a baking marathon. $12.94 Amazon.com.
All right, number 3, Mr. Durham.
Big cutting board.
All
Yeah.
right.
Kind of looks like a glass window.
Yeah, it's a big cutting board.
Yeah.
It says what?
Cutting things.
It says while
No, not with
preparing.
dildos.
What?
What the fuck?
While preparing for your holiday meal, it says a large cutting board with lots of surface area. It says is a lifesaver. This flexible, this inexpensive OXO one has grips that holds it in place. The glass surface makes it easier to sanitize after using it for raw meats, and it requires less care than a wooden cutting board. Just make sure says just make sure that the demonstrations are smaller than your kitchen. All right. Number 4, Mr. Caleb.
While preparing for holiday meals, a large cutting board with lots of surface area.
Oh, wait.
No. Large cooling rack, number 4. Yes, I did.
Yeah, Lennon already read that.
Slow down, boy.
Okay, right there.
Number
Large cooling.
4, a large cooling rack. A cooling rack that fits inside your rimmed baking sheets. No sexual pun intended.
All the sexual puns intended.
Can be used as a roasting rack. No
Oh,
pun
my favorite
intended.
thing. Roasting Caleb at the roasting rack.
Yes.
That's Venti's favorite thing too, isn't it right, Venti?
It can. Now this is Mason and Caleb's favorite and Christian's favorite too. Look at number 5, guys. Woo-hoo.
8-inch chef's knife, just like Caleb's dreams.
I mean,
I mean, if we're talking, the thing that's in my pants is an inch bigger than
All
this.
right, Christian.
I mean,
Boy, say goodbye to your
my
family.
is 9 inches. This is
Boy, say goodbye to your family-friendly channel. Welcome to Pornhub.
Anyway, I think we've had enough of dirty jokes for this episode, so that's the last one. I'm sorry, Lennon. My bad.
yeah, I just had to make the last one.
No, I think Lennon likes it.
So let's get into this. The 8-inch chef's knife. Could you scroll down, Lennon?
The Sora chef's knife.
Michael Myers' knife? Hell yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty knife.
It's Michael Myers special right there.
The Sora chef's knife from Japan knife maker.
Parts.
Ooh. That's from Japan? That's actually kind of cool. I did not know that. Wow, that's actually kind of a cool fact. It is the perfect utensil knife that Sun's will make technical use to make this. Scroll down a little bit, Lennon.
1, 2.
Super Chef baking is the same price as using their multiple high-end knives. We are taking 400 plus, and sometimes is lightweight and makes for every easy care. 75.95 dollars on Amazon.com.
Yes. So these are pretty much all the things. Now I'm going to read this next one, which is an offset spatula. Now it says this. It says this serrated knife has an L-shaped black. Has an L-shaped blade that is easier on your wrist and makes sticking through bread. Slicing through bread a breeze. All right, Mason.
All right, boy.
Giggity.
Number 7, all the containers.
Yes.
Jesus.
Scroll up. Scroll. There you go. Nothing feels more like a waste of time when you're busy not loving the handler. I mean, cooking than rifling bullshit through your cupboards for something to store your food in, and then trying to find a lid to match. Our advice: go overboard on your storage containers. Get something giant to store all those cookies in, and stock up on plenty of reusable quart, pint, and half pint containers for your prepped ingredients to freeze soup or tomato sauce, and to pack up those leftover odds and ends. Plus, isn't there something so delicious about opening your cupboard and seeing neat stacks of matching containers ready to be used? Makes you feel like you have your act together. Yeah, Caleb.
You don't have your act together either about the handler. That's
Bullshit.
cringe.
Bullshit. Ask Venti.
All right.
I don't have to ask Venti. It's Carpex.
Number 8, Mr. Durham. Enamel.
Iron cast fucking iron cast unit casserole.
Enamel cast iron casserole.
Yeah. That is a long ass name. Jeez. Scroll down, please. Oh, it's like a pot that you kind of like cook pot roast in.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of looks like. Scroll down a little more. A little more, Lennon. A little more, Lennon.
Going
Okay, you're
down,
good right there.
down.
A large duck owned like this is a 7.1 point out of 4 quadrants is most have when you are filling big crowds and are pairing in and out a large up to the big holidays. Put this course to work and plan a week of handling portmores and simple sounds of $370 WillStrides.com. Scroll down a little more. Williams Shots. Yeah. WilliamsStores.com. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is an enamel cast iron Dutch casserole Dutch oven. Now, this next one here, you guys, this is the most popular. This is another word for your famous casserole dishes. This is a 9x13, which is usually most popular for many of your casseroles, next to the 8x8, which is the brownie pan, and the 9x9, which is, of course, your half casserole dish. All right. Okay. So this one says that look at what this says. It says the handsome Revel baking dish. Dish is super durable. Doesn't scratch and looks beautiful on the table. The all-purpose size is great for lasagnas, shrimps, stuffing, you name it. It's also big enough for a roast chicken or pork shoulder. So that is your 9x13. All right, Mr. Caleb.
The salad painter.
Yeah, the salad spinner. Yes.
You got to scroll down, Landon.
Yeah, you gotta scroll down.
There we go. This big salad spinner from XO
Oh, jeez.
has a grippy bottom that keeps it steady while you're drying your greens. Also, its large size makes it ideal for storing crisp lettuces and herbs until
meat.
you're ready to use them.
Boy,
Just like the meow skulls got baked in the oven.
shut up. Boy.
All right. Number 11, Mr. Dirt Mason.
All right, you gotta scroll down.
Go to scroll down, boy.
But if nobody saw what that was, it's called a food processor.
All right, keep scrolling down.
Yes.
All right, Venti, read this one.
We're all just gonna be hearing some eats.
Venti, you interrupted Venti. Now it needs to start over.
Like
Venti quits. All right, Venti, I'll read for you. This 11-cup cuisine art food processor is a good middle of the roads for doing just about everything, making pie dough, quick party dips, chopping your Meyer pox, slicing your potatoes and Brussels sprouts. $149 crate and barrel knockoff.
almost like it's a Cracker Jack.
No, Cracker Barrel.
Great barrel. Okay. All right. Let me see. Where are we? Number 13, right?
Or number 12.
Yeah.
Or number 12.
Yeah.
We read that. No, we did the okay, yeah, we did the thing, right? Yeah, we did. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Number 12 is kitchen shears. There's no picture here, but let me tell you guys a little bit about kitchen shears. It says kitchen shears might get just as much use in any kitchen as any chef's knife. It says aside from your obvious scissor tasks, use them to cut through flatbreads or pizza, to snip herbs, to cut out the back of your poultry for spatchcock or for spatchcocking, to open bottles or to tighten a loose screw. Yes, so those are the purpose. Now when they refer to the bottle opener, guys, the little teeth on the yeah. You put those on the thing. All right. Number 13. Again, it is this one is immersion blender, Mr. Christian.
Okay, scroll down. Parts and spoons and soup right in the pot without the means or means of transporting to a butter dish. This points little tool also breaks down for easy cleaning and storage. $34.95 at stores.com.
Yes. All right.
I can read this next one too.
Okay, go ahead.
Meat thrower. Scroll up a little bit. The meat tenderizer. A good inch reads them is a course when you need to know if the roast is finished. The temperature will pop up a small and less than 10-inch red. Then it will cruise the bread and temp your food under within seconds. $29 on timsworkout.com. Okay.
Yes, and that is a meat thermometer. Now, who wants to read the last one? Alcohol, Mason or Caleb?
I think it's Caleb's turn.
You gotta scroll back up, Lennon. There you go.
Lennon.
All right. Wine bottle opener, number 15.
Read
This
it, Caleb.
no fuss bottle opener. This no fuss bottle opener will have your wine bottle open in a one quick movement, just like the handler's death. And it costs a quarter of the price of similar models. Bonus: this set includes a bottle stopper, sprout, and an extra corkscrew for the opener.
Yes, so that is our first thing. What do you guys think?
It's a good article.
I liked it. I thought that was pretty entertaining. You know, we had Stick Link here. I think is how you say his name, or Sick Link.
Yeah. You could just call me Slick if that makes it easier.
Yeah, Slick Link and Mason over here talking about the handler constantly, which was pretty entertaining.
I mean, Mason was the one having a conception for it.
Boy,
so.
you're just mad because Meow Skulls is hot.
See, we need Lennon, we need to have these two more on the show. They're entertaining when they go at it.
Yeah.
Yes,
You should watch my channel where me and Caleb play video games together.
Yeah, I do that shit too. I've been meaning to make.
Yeah, we've been doing it together. I've been meaning to upload a Fortnite video as opposed to.
I'm sorry, y'all been what?
Boy,
that's it. I'm gonna cancel you.
He's gonna cancel.
I'm gonna have Venti cancel you on Twitter.
And then Venti is entertainment. So this has been a great episode. And also, these two keep changing their profile. But what the hell is that?
Yeah, it's Danny DeVito as Tingle.
I was like, wait a minute. Why does that guy in the picture look familiar?
Yeah, it's like so they're. I don't know if they're just making this an actual movie, but they've been seeing these fucking pics of actors being Zelda characters, and I saw this one with Danny DeVito playing as Tingle.
All right, we're going to look at allrecipes.com now. And now we're going to bring your attention to everything you need for baking now. This is the one I meant to put up first.
Hey, nothing wrong with reading it in a different order.
Yeah, which is true. Which is true. There's no issue with that. All right. It says everything you need for holiday baking in one handy checklist. Okay. So now you can go down here.
I see a thing of sugar, cocoa powder, vanilla extract,
Vanilla
flour, candy cane,
The boy.
and some ground
Boy.
cinnamon.
He said
That's what-
vanilla. He said vanilla extract, y'all.
I said abstract. Abstract is what it's called. Thank you.
Boy.
I did not butcher that.
Boy.
Damn you, Lennon. I did not butcher that.
Extract.
That's what I said, Lennon.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a friendly show.
Oh,
All
we
right,
got almonds too. We got almonds. I forgot that.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and read what this says underneath. It says, for your best holiday baking, it says, be sure your pantry is stocked with a fresh or still good supply of the staples ingredients. All right. Number 1 is salt.
A pinch does wonders for flour and turns into baking sheets and builds and keep a day of salt. Stores information of how to use different versions of salt in your cooking and baking.
Yes, and that is, of course, you have a variety. Let me go ahead and tell you. You have iodized salt, which is table salt. Okay. Then you have kosher salt, which is more used for cooking purposes. It's a finer, more coarse salt that is used a lot. You have Himalayan pink salt, which is also used for cooking, and of course you have any other sea salt too, which is usually used for baking as well. All right, number 2, Mr. Dirt Mason.
Okay. If you haven't baked since last Christmas, don't store your flour in the freezer. It's probably time for a fresh bag. Flour doesn't go bad per se, but it can become stale. So find out if you're baking with the right flour.
Yes, and also too, you also need to be aware of the bugs that go in flour. Little critters. All right, number
Bugs?
Yeah, the little bull eagles. Yeah. All right, and this is something that Mason needs in his life.
The boy.
Number 3 is none other than Mr. Christian.
Oh, I thought it was Caleb's turn.
Oh, Caleb. Yeah, Caleb. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Caleb. This is
Sugar, brown sugar, pounded sugar. Sounds like my fucking wife's porno name.
What I say, Morty, about doing Dr. Eggman voices, Morty, you idiot.
Oh, good lord.
Dr. Eggman is gonna be on the fucking case.
All right.
Bullshit, Morty.
Some cookie recipes require all 3 sugars that are kept dry, don't go bad, although brown sugar can harden clump. To soften brown sugar, put it in a microwave-safe container, cover with moist paper towel with a lid.
Oh, I hate that word.
Plate.
And also too,
microwave for 20 seconds.
and also too, you can also put in a wooden spoon in your brown sugar in order to keep it fresh. That's what I learned.
Or in your ass. I'm just joking.
What do you mean put it in your ass, Morty? You don't have one.
No.
All right. Number
Although,
4.
why in that whole thing did they have to use the word moist? Moist is a nasty word. I hate that word. It's disgusting.
Yeah. All right. Number 4 is baking powder, baking soda, and yeast. Ladies, pay attention.
Almost thought you said yeast.
I did say yeast.
I am
Oh,
not a lady.
Dumbass.
If they've been open for more than 9 to 12 months, or are past their expiration date, it says you might need you might need a new tin. It says box or packet or packet. It says if you're not sure, you can test their potency. Stir a little baking powder into hot water, a little baking soda into vinegar, or a little yeast into warm water with sugar. If the liquid doesn't fizz or foams right, it foams right away, it says the ingredient is probably too old to give your baking goods the necessary lift. So basically, that is true. Those are methods to test your ingredients. Now, for yeast, it's said that you put it in the freezer. It's supposed to last very long. All right, number 5.
Number 5. A simple ground cinnamon. It's a simple more dish and figures it's time to get a new jar. If it simmers more than dust, and then forget, it's time to get a new jar. Yeah.
All right, number 6, Mr. Mason.
Stored tightly closed. Most cocoa retains its quality and potency for 2 to 3 years at room temperature. Not sure how long you had yours. Give it a smell test. Fresh cocoa has a noticeable chocolate aroma.
Yes, exactly. All right. Now, unfortunately, this is not Christian's. This is Caleb's turn. But this is Christian's favorite word. Vanilla extract.
Butterbeam.
Boy, I think it was vanilla extract.
Yeah, vanilla extract.
Yeah, scroll up, Lennon. You can't see it.
Butterbeam.
No, bro, your fucking thing's not butter, so you don't get to say butterbeam.
All right, there you go. Wait, am I going too far? Am I too far?
No, you're good. You're good.
No,
Don't
you're good.
move
You're
it.
good.
Don't move it, Lennon. You're good.
Okay. Go ahead.
Number 7.
Go ahead, Caleb.
Excuse me.
Wait, I thought it was still Chris's turn.
No, it's your turn. Number 7.
No, it's your turn.
I wanted to say butterbeam. Vanilla extract with food coloring. These keep identifyingly. Just be sure there's enough left in those little vials for your next baking season.
All right. So one thing that I want to know is that there are 2 types of vanilla extracts, or actually 3. I'm going to go over one that is most common is pure vanilla extract. That's the one that's in a glass jar. If it says 100% pure vanilla extract, that means that it is in a glass jar. It is pure vanilla bean and vodka. that process takes 1 year to make, okay, for homemade vanilla extract. Another one is a plastic one, which is imitation vanilla extract. Now, that one is, of course, artificially colored, artificially diluted, and it's filled with artificial preservatives. But sometimes that is the cheaper option. People use that most if they are tight on money. Another one is most popular, and that is vanilla bean paste. So, vanilla bean paste is basically like your tomato paste in a squeeze tube, but a little bit goes a long way. It's a very concentrated form of vanilla extract, except it's more thick. So a little bit goes a long way. That's why many recipes say use less than you're going to use vanilla extract because it's so concentrated. And the last one is pure vanilla bean. You cut the vanilla bean in half, you scoop out the seeds, and you add it to your recipe. All right.
Butterbeam.
Butterbeam keeps a good white in the flour, but you usually cut off since if the color is around the person, it's lighter or darker, then the butter may be old. So check for a wilt or older or old or powder white butter. Better, more also flours also from food in your fridge from baking. It's the best to freshly bake or better. You might want to wipe the wall and store it in the freezer.
Okay, all right. So let me kind of talk to you guys about butter. That was 8 of the most essential ingredients. Now let me tell you guys what they kind of left out here. Now I'm going to talk to you guys about this next article because it's going to be a little different. We're not going to read the whole thing because we already read most of the stuff in this one. So when I get to the next article, I'm going to tell you guys what we are going to read. So for butter, there are 3 types of butter. 4, actually, 5. Okay, let me go ahead and tell you which ones they are. Number 1 is unsalted butter. Okay, that is butter that is bland. It is plain. Unsalted is used for recipes that you want to adjust your salt intake. That is used for cooking and baking purposes. If a recipe calls for unsalted butter, that's what you're going to add, and you're going to add whatever salt it calls for. Salted butter is popular because it has salt in it. If you add salted butter to either a dish or a baking recipe, you either have to add very little, no salt, or a minimal amount, or you don't have to add any salt at all, because that is basically what it... can somebody read my comments, please?
Oh yeah, I got you. Hold on. We got.
It's Chase.
Saying just got.
What's up, Chase?
Oh yeah, big boy. He said, "What's up, Lennon? I'll join the show, but it sound awful, and I feel most of my energy has been sucked out of me."
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I know. That's why I said that you weren't going to be able to make it. But yeah, I hope you feel better, man. Yeah, thank you for letting us know. But yeah, so that is what salted butter is. Now, there are 2. Now there's another one called margarine. Margarine comes in either a tub, which is most popular, like your country crock, or a stick. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
and also, I end up doing both. I get the container of butter and then I get the stick of butter. And also, most people, and I can see why they do this, after the butter runs out, they kind of keep the container of butter to put things in it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But yes.
And also, before, sorry to interrupt you again, I noticed that Sick Lick changed his name to Dr. Eggman and changed his profile. Like, throw a picture of Dr. Eggman.
Who is fucking my wife?
And then he changed his name back to Sick Rick.
Yeah,
anyway, sorry to interrupt you, Len. Carry on. My bad. I just had to get that out.
Time to put Meowskulls into the deep fryer.
Oh shit! All right.
I had to get that out of the way real quick. My bad. Continue.
All right. So the next one, okay, is a margarine. Now I said that it's both found in a stick or in a jar form. Now, margarine is the most controversial ingredient because they say it's bad for you because it's Well, it's the imitation of butter, really, but it is very useful for toast. It is very useful for when you don't
Mac
have
and cheese.
the mac and cheese. Yes, it is very useful for when you don't have the stick of butter and you need something to add to macaroni and cheese or your recipe. Now, margarine is controversial because it is a little bit more, adds more artificial preservatives and ingredients. You can also use it to, just spread on your rolls and on top of stuff. But it is very useful for
I've
when you're.
actually seen people. I've seen people actually put it on their donuts and bagels before too.
Yes,
Where they put
so it is.
on
It is also a. It is also a multi-purpose butter, so that is another alternative. Another one, okay, is of course ghee. Now, ghee is none other than clarified butter. Okay, it is a bunch of butter that is cut into big cubes and put into a pan, and it goes through phases. It goes through three different phases. First, you're going to melt the butter. You're going to melt the big cubes of butter in a pan, and it has to be a good amount. Then you're going to see some white stuff raising up to the top. Those are known as milk solids. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You have to separate those milk solids. Okay. It's like cooking chicken when you see, or pork when you see all that scum on the top. That's
Yeah.
basically the same thing. You have to separate those milk solids, okay, in order for it to be clear.
Also, to get the comments out of the way real quick, Big Boy says, "Thanks, Lennon," and it's not COVID because I still have taste and smell stuff.
Yeah.
My girl brought me a tea from Starbucks, and it tastes like crap.
Okay. Oh, the medicine ball. I think she bought him the medicine ball. But anyways, thank you, buddy. Yeah, I hope you get better. Yeah, I'm under the weather too a little bit, so I'm hanging in there, but I think it's allergy season, so it's kicking my butt. But so that's the second phase. Once you clear out the milk solids, you're gonna also want to make sure that all those milk solids are clear, and then you're gonna wait for it to cool. If you do not clear your milk solids, what's gonna happen is it's known as milk solids because when you leave butter sitting out, it forms back into its hardened state. With clarified butter, you are able to put it in a jar or a squeeze bottle. That is also known as ghee, and that is used to cook with and to spread on your burger buns and stuff.
You
That's
sure
it.
the milk solids are not for Mason?
Okay. And then of course you have what do you call it? Squeezable butter, which is of course that butter in the jar. But yeah. So many people, I'm going to tell you guys this. When it comes to baking, many people like to freeze butter and grate it instead of adding it to biscuits and stuff because of biscuit recipes. Because what you can do with butter, if it's cool, you can shred it with your cheese grater, which gives it a more coarse texture, which you don't have to mess with the pastry tool. You can also cold butter is what creates your flaky biscuits. Okay.
Big Boy said, leave it to Slick to say something whack.
The flaky biscuits. That's how your biscuits become flaky, and of course, many of your pie stuff. So it's always encouraged that some recipes say add cold butter to biscuits in order for them to get very flaky in pockets and stuff. Room temperature butter is popularly used for whipping up pretty much cookies and.
I've also seen people take warm temperature butter and they put it in their rice.
Yes,
They give their rice like extra flavor.
The whole point of softened butter, it takes an hour. Okay, it takes 15 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour to soften. Okay, now when it's soft, you can use it to basically, add it in your cooking. It's a versatile ingredient. So that's just a little thing I wanted to tell you guys about. All right, the last article. We're gonna. It's. I know it's gonna be a huge one, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. We're not gonna read everything on here because most of the stuff that we already have read on here, we already read. So what we're gonna read, we're gonna focus on more is the savory side, and you'll see what I mean in just a minute. So ignore the flour, the baking stuff that we just read. You guys are gonna read what I tell y'all to read. Okay, so you're gonna look at the 30.
I don't have to do what you say. No, I'm kidding.
All right, so we're gonna open this up here. Let me get to mine. Okay. All right. Let me get to mine here. Is this the one? No, we are. Okay, the bottom one? Yeah, the bottom. Okay. The bottom one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and read. We're going to skip number 1. We're going to do number 2.
All right.
Let me know when y'all see number 2.
I see number 2.
All right. All right. Who wants to read brandy?
Brandy, rum, and beans. A simple and just for cooking through. You might want one by the time you're finished cooking on the counter. These version can be important in certain definition, especially through salvation for years entering on the side dish. The source issue from both the good side can use to get by with a bunch rum or basing flowers from the extract in intensity into course, and then the car says carries 2089 pre-bundle. Yeah.
Alrighty. Now we're gonna skip number 3 and we're gonna go to number 4. Who wants to read number 4?
I dare Mason.
Mason.
Number 4.
Yeah, it's a long green. It's a long green. A long green stick, boy.
Scroll up more. There you go. Celery. Celery isn't usually the star of a dish, but it plays an important supporting role. This veggie has the ability to make things taste better, which is why it should be in your stuffing and many of your appetizers. Pro tip: put chopped celery and carrots in your roasting pan along with the onion. The mixture is called mirepoix. It will add depth of flavor when you turn those drippings into gravy.
Mason knows it all too well. All right. Number 5 is chocolate. All right. No, yes, chocolate. Just chocolate. All right.
What?
It's no. It's no secret that Mason likes chocolate on the brown.
It's Caleb's turn to read.
All right, go ahead, Kayla.
Wait, me or someone else?
It's your turn to read.
It's your turn.
Was it chocolate?
Yeah. Chocolate.
Chocolate!
All right. There's no secret to chocolate. It's from my shit. I'm just joking. Is a crucial component of a beloved holiday treat, such as cookies and brownies. Best results: hoard a bit of good stuff to help you de-stress after your guests have been gone home.
All right, guys, and I gotta read number 8. I'm sorry, y'all. I just have to read number 8 because you guys lucked out. So I gotta read cream.
Boy!
It says It says
It's just what, Lennon?
whether stirred into soup. It says. It says whether
What, you have
stirred
a cream beaten in the potatoes and creamed it?
or being into potatoes with or spoon or spoon on desserts. It says cream adds rich cream adds richness. I know Mason and Christian will too well.
Boy,
Lennon,
To a wide array
I'm gonna come over there.
of dishes. It says count on using it. I love you guys in at least a in a few appetizers or dessert items. Says this year. And it says probably a couple of savory side dishes as well. Macaroni and cheese is one of them. All right. Cream cheese.
oh, mind if I read this one? I'm a big fan of cream cheese. I love putting that stuff on my bagel.
Yes, go
Cream
ahead.
cheese is the beginning of a rich and tasty flavor to any number of appearances and creams. It's been known to show up on desserts from time to time. If you want to rise your mashed potatoes game, some soft cream cheese and sauce rather than using cream or butter. I have never heard of putting cream cheese in your mashed potatoes.
Yes.
That's interesting.
So let me tell you guys
I
a little
know
something
butter
about.
is one.
Let me tell you guys something about mashed potatoes and cream cheese. So yeah, so with cream cheese and mashed potatoes, it adds a little bit more richness, and it actually creates whipped potatoes when you use it with a mixture. All right, Mason eggs.
All right, boy.
What, Mason has to be Eggman in this sport.
You need eggs to make these colorful cookies, as well as your own filling of pecan or pumpkin pie. God damn it! I miss my wife tails. However, however, you can also use as essential Christmas ingredients to make your own egg rolls from scratch.
Now I'm gonna go piss on the moon.
I'm gonna go piss on the moon, you idiot! Are you like Obama?
All right. Oh boy. All right. This next one is garlic. I will read the garlic one. Number 12. It says garlic isn't as crucial to your meal as onion, but it's still found its way into mini Christmas dinners recipes. It says rub it on a roast or put some in the in the cavity of your restaurant of your bird, and by all means use a hint of it in your gravy. Some of your appetizers some of your appetizer recipes will probably call for garlic as well.
Or if you're like Wario, you just eat the whole thing and become farts.
I hope you guys didn't hear what I said. I said yeah.
Look what I call green beans.
I'm back, guys.
All right. Who wants to read number 13, which is glazed fruit?
I think Mason should read this one.
I call
Okay.
green beans.
Green beans.
No, glazed fruit.
Oh, now I'm disappointed. Glazed fruitcake isn't a must-have Christmas treat in many households these days, but you still probably want to buy some glazed fruit for the holidays. For all their artificially, these gaudy cherries still look good on your glazed ham, and higher quality glazed fruit lends a superior flavor to Christmas cookies, cakes, and pastries.
All right, green beans, Mr. Caleb.
All right, Daddy. Ew, it looks like green beans. Oh, I hate green beans. Carrots and squash, and cold weather vegetables are nasty and look like boogers, Daddy. But your plates won't look right without a. That's bullshit, Daddy. Without a green vegetable to comply it. All that yellow and orange. Green beans are an ideal booger choice as they go to well with the bird roaster ham. And of course, they're the key ingredient to a certain classic casserole.
They are. Number 15, and this is also known as the one and only collard greens, leafy greens, Mr. Christian.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Leafy greens. Holiday meals are rich and leafy by natural, so it's important to bring things up with a complete dish that are light and heavy. Leafy greens, besides in a bit sees an option or as a low course during the main meal, are just the thing.
All right. Number 16 is milk. Number 16.
I bet you Mason is gonna be like making sexual shit about milk.
Time for mommy milking.
All right, milk, along with being a key beverage at the table, which is eggnog. It says, especially the kids, like Mason. It says, especially the kids' table. Milk's a fundamental ingredient. It says for holiday baking. It says you'll probably add some to side dishes. It says such as mashed potatoes or casseroles as well. All right, then we have mixed nuts, and guess who gets to read this one? Mason.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta go.
Yo, boy, screw up!
You're scrolling down, mate.
Boy. It's not just Christmas without bowls of mixed nuts on the table. Yeah. Whole nuts in the shell double as a decorative element, and in a pinch, they serve as emergency garnish for your desserts and salads.
Yeah, that's something else.
Yeah, boy.
All right, onions or unions, as I like to call them. Christian or Caleb?
I don't know.
Christian? All right. Let me see how where are we at here before I continue. All right, yeah, 1, 2. Potatoes. Okay, 3. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what. 4. Wait, hold on. Prepared broth. Okay. All right. So we have we have the rest of these to read. Where'd Christian go?
Oh, women, I just told you I had to use the bathroom. I had to
Okay.
take a bit of a bathroom break. Did you not hear me?
Boy!
No, I didn't hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
No,
See
no, I
me?
didn't hear you. No, you kind of cut off, sir.
Oh yeah, sorry. I got a freaking call messenger from
You
somebody.
okay? Unions,
Okay, we are on Union, right?
onions.
Onions,
you
my
just say
bad. I don't know why I said
unions?
Union. And for some reason, you can't see my face because the messenger call freaking messed my camera setting. Oh, whatever. Onions. Onions. Prove that the flavored flavor of the was every serving dish that on your Christmas dinner meal for the first person to the last drop of gravy. They suit and have a big impact, so use them freely.
Yes, use them very freely. All right. Pecans, Mr. Caleb.
Pecans? Pelican. Yes, pelican pie is one of the season's most iconic. However, if you don't plan on baking one this year, it's worth having pelicans on hand. Their rich, buttery flavor will enhance your favorite squash or sweet potato dish. They would make a fine garnish for salad.
Yes, or candy pecans as well. All right, potatoes. Potatoes. It says, yeah. All right, number 20. Potatoes. It says whether you opt to build your Christmas dinner around a ham. It says or turkey or roast. It says potatoes are likely to be a main side dish on your table. It says roasted, boiled, mashed, or baked into a casserole. It says they're the best friend your entree will have. All right, pumpkin pie.
Mind if I read the pumpkin pie one?
Go ahead.
Number 21, right? Or
Yeah.
number 23?
Number 21.
Well, you're going to scroll up then because you scrolled past it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, prepared broth. I'm sorry.
Paired broth. Which way you choose for the main meal, you probably need some paired broth, chicken, or vegetarian broth. Both used as a mess or a soup, or adds to deeply. So you might have enough gravy to go around.
All right. Who wants to read puff pastry?
I believe it's Caleb. No, it might be. Is it Mason's turn?
Yeah, puff
Mason's turn.
The boy. Which one was it? Puff pastry.
Yeah, puff pastry boy, puff pass boy.
The boy like to know anything about that boy. Keep puff pastries in your freezer. It means you can't turn out elegant appetizers and dessert pastries at the drop of a hat. Even if you have the skills to make your own, buying this item makes sense because you're liable to be stressed for time in December. Choose a good quality brand and one containing butter rather than shortening, and use it to expand your Christmas dinner menu at will.
All right. Now, the next one is pumpkin pie spice, and then the following one is pumpkin puree. Who would like to read those two?
I can read the pumpkin pie spice.
All right, go ahead.
If you're not a year-around baker, then there's a little point in filling. Of course, with any of spice that will be stay before next December, pick up to a pumpkin pie or using or pumpkin used in cookies, pumpkins, and bagels.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Didn't know they put that in bagels. That's interesting.
Yes, and what was it? Cookies and beverages.
Oh, beverages. My bad.
Yeah, that's Starbucks'
Yeah, because Starbucks has that like pumpkin spice latte and all that. Yeah, I didn't realize that said beverages. Sorry, I'm a little out of it, guys. I'm a little tired.
All right, the next one is pumpkin puree. It says, and I'll explain this in a minute. It says, even if you don't plan on baking this, even if you don't plan on baking this ingredient into pie, it says pumpkin is still a tasty seasonal component of many cookie and cake recipes. It says you can also use in homemade spiced lattes or seasonal smoothies. If you want to work these popular favorites into your Christmas dinner menu. So pumpkin. So I kind of went over this a couple of years ago when we had our everything pumpkin. Albert kind of talked about. I kind of mentioned to y'all, Albert, our former co-host. We kind of talked about what differences between pumpkin pie filling and pumpkin pie puree. Okay. Now, pumpkin pie, I'm going to go over this again briefly. Pumpkin puree is baked pumpkin blended or smashed. You have to clean it first after you bake it. You have to get rid of whatever hairs and stringy stuff is inside the pumpkin after you before and after you bake it, and then you can add it to whatever you want. Now, pumpkin puree is also in a can. Pumpkin pie filling is different. It's you dump and go. That's it. You add the liquid pumpkin pie filling to your pie shell and you bake it as is. Everything is already included. You don't have to do a thing. All right, sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. I can read this one.
All right.
Leave it right there. Don't scroll down anymore.
Okay.
Not only are sweet potatoes tasty and natural, but they also verse enough up to go with just about any right you choose for your Christmas dinner. Plus, they good when they force simple are baked into some case or a pie for the matter.
All right. Now the next one is thyme. Mason?
Mason, time.
I'm here.
Yeah,
Time
for you.
probably isn't the first herb you think when you're getting your dinner ready. It's not synonymous with poultry the way sage is, and it lacks rosemary in your face partnership with garlic or onion. Instead, it adds subtle depth to the flavor of your bird or roast, even vinaigrette on your salad.
Big boy's like, Slick, shut your bile. I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I just saw that in the comments. I was like,
Oh boy. But yeah, all right, the next one is vegetable oil, Mr. Caleb.
The indispensable but largely invisible ingredient. Vegetable oil is something you don't want to run out during the holidays. You'll use it to dress salads, saute, yeah. Ingredients for stuffing and appetizers. Plus any vegetables you roast shall be tossed in oil first. Just like the handler.
All right, pro tip is what?
what now?
What's the
Pro tip.
What?
You got to read the pro tip, Caleb.
Oh, right. Pro tip: good quality olive oil, or better yet, a delicate walnut or hazelnut oil, to elevate your salads to a new level, like Olive Garden.
Yeah, and that's right. All right, winter squash, guys.
I think
You're
we should
on.
let Lennon read the winter squash. I mean, we've been doing most of the reading. We might as well let Lennon read this one.
Winter, yeah, I am going to read that one. It says,
Oh, yeah, my bad. Go on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I keep doing that in this episode. I apologize.
whether
Keep
you
going.
favor mini butternut, tiny, sweet dumplings, or the dry, fluffy buttercup. It says with its signature, baked potato texture. It says winter squash is as iconic cold weather ingredient. It says roast your squash in slices. Stuff a whole one, or bake and puree. It says puree it. It says you can't go wrong. Plus, squash is an easy option for a scratch made pie. Yes, that is right. Or a soup, believe it or not. All right, and number 30, y'all. Let me see what number 30 is. Oh, yeast. Okay, no, we won't have to read that one because we already read yeast. But yeah, guys. Yeah. So there are your holiday cooking and baking essentials. One thing to keep in mind is another thing to keep in mind about essential baking and cookware is have a roasting pan, have a fat separator. I didn't mention that earlier, but it's always good to have a fat separator to separate pretty much your turkey drippings from your fat that rises up to the top. Also an injector, which you can use to inject your bird. All right. Let's see what else is there. And measuring cups, measuring spoons, graters, Just a lot of different types of equipment. Zesters, usually found on your cheese graters. Mixers, stand, which is a big one, the KitchenAid, or the hand mixer. Of course, the air fryer, if you want to go that route. Electric roaster, and just a lot of different things, guys. Ladles are good too. Gravy boats are good too. Heating, what do you call those things? Warming vessels, where they have those 3 little compartments where you put your stuff and keep it warm. Those little slow crock pot things. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And the crock pots too. So just a lot of different essentials, guys, for your holiday cooking and baking. Non-stick baking sheets, aluminum pans, pizza pans, and pizza stones. Just many variety of kitchen utensils, guys, that you can use. And of course, all your spices, poultry seasoning, garlic, onion powder, salt, pepper, fresh, pre-ground, and all that type of stuff. But yeah, that is basically your holiday cooking and baking essentials. So yeah, I want to say thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Big boy.
Not a problem.
I hope you feel better. Thank you for joining the chat. Again, guys, we will see you next week with another edition of the Home Cooked Foodcast, where we talk about holiday cooking, baking methods, and hacks. We'll see you guys in the next show. Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Oh, and by the way, before we go, an important note. Tonight, switch your clocks back an hour. Switch your clocks back an hour at 3 a.m. And also, too, don't forget about Tuesday, November the 8th. That is Election Day for many places. So go out and vote.
I mean, it depends if it's going to be for Joe Biden or Donald Trump, because I'm not voting for them both, to be honest with you.
You can't. Donald Trump didn't run this year.
Yeah, no, he can't. But anyways, but yeah,
Donald Trump pulled out this year.
So
okay. Can I just say this real quick to anybody who thought they were going to vote for Donald Trump? You can't. He pulled out of the election this year. He says he's never running for president ever again. He made this clear on a tweet on Twitter. So sorry to tell you all you Donald Trump fans, but this is kind of a good thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
but please respect political views. But yes, but this time it's local and state on Tuesday. We're gonna vote for a lot of things: district council seats, county judges, governors. So make sure you guys go out and vote, and remember to test your smoke and carbon monoxide detectors, guys. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. I'm Lennon from Lennon's Kitchen, and I make cooking easy. From all of us here, have a great evening, everybody. Bye-bye.